welcome to this week's strength training for runners. This week I'm going to take you through a little upper body circuit. Well, it's upper body and whole body really. For it you're going to need a set of dumbbells. You probably need a slightly lighter one than those two because we're going to be doing an upper body movement today. And then you're going to need a box and a mat. Okay, so we're going to get started straight away. This is my substitute for a little mat for the moment, so I don't need a mat for particular, I just need some support around my knee. So we're going to start off with a kneeling curl and press. So for that, I'm going to take my weight here. Now we're going to go for about 8 reps of these. If you're looking to do like a shorter distance, like a 5K training for that, I'll probably go for a heavier weight with less reps. If you're training for a marathon, you could go a lighter weight and do more reps. Okay, so from here, we're going to hold the arms, extend the elbow fully, and then we're going to curl up to the shoulder, and then we're going to press overhead, okay? So we come down, extend the elbow, curl up, and press. And I want you to be aware of what's happening at my ribs here as I reach overhead, okay? Here's 3, my ribs are reaching out to the side, and my head is actually coming over onto my other side. So there's 3, and 4. Just take your time with it as you come to extension at the top, nice and relaxed, don't like lock the elbow out. 6, and 7, and last one here, and 8. I'm less than a minute into it and I'm already understanding that I'm wearing the wrong clothes. Okay, so from here, curling and press for 8, for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, all the way to 8, and 5, big reach. Think about those ribs pushing out to the side. 6, and 7, and last one here, and 8. Okay, that's that first set of those done. My next exercise, we're going to come over to the wall. Now, we're going to take actually I'll probably go for that second again. In this, so we're going to lean the hand against the wall. Now I want the feet far enough away back that you can come into a double foot hinge here, okay? I don't want you here sort of squatting down. I want the sitting bones high, reaching backwards into a really nice hinge. If you have discomfort around the wrist, you can always just point the knuckle into the wall there. Okay, from here I'm going to step back the foot on the side that I've got my weight, so on my left hand side. And then I'm just going to reach the weight down to the floor, rotating only through my ribs, and I'm going to pull hand to hip. Now at the moment, my right hand glute is working really hard to manage the stabilizing of my pelvis as I come into these rows. Okay, so I'm forcing my glute to work, but I'm also forcing my lats to pull and back, to pull. Okay, no cheating at the pelvis. We're going to do a couple more reps just here. 3, 2, and 1. Switching around onto the other side. So same thing again. Make sure the foot is far enough back that you can actually hinge and push the sitting bones back. Reach the weight down. And we're going to pull for 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Really loading into that left foot standing on the floor. 6, 7, and 8. Nice, done. Okay, next up, a wall march. So for these, now if this is too much, you can always just come into that a little all fours position here for this. Okay, but what we're going to do is we're going to walk out into a high plank. Now my knees aren't locked out. Okay, they're nice and soft, which is making my core work harder. And then I'm just going to drive in a knee for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to go all the way to 16, 5, and nothing's moving in my core. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reaching through the hands, pushing and reaching through the shoulders. 15, 16. There we go. Hand rest there. Okay, and then the last exercise in this circuit is what I call this really yielding lunge. Okay, so from here, We're going to do a couple of little bounces, bounce, 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 and then drop into a lunge. Okay, that lunge at the bottom, I want to be really nice and relaxed. We're sort of surprising the tissues of the glutes as we come down. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, drop. Okay, and again, 1, 2, 3, drop. That's 2, 1, 2, 3, drop. That's 4, 1, 2, 3, drop. There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6. We're going to go to 8, 7, and 8. Round onto the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice and relaxed. This bottom position here, we want to be really droppy and sinky and landy. And then last 2. And then last one here. Okay, so really nice, sort of like light, bouncing, relaxing, sort of, there's no heavy or stiffness there. Just going to grab a quick drink of water. And then back we go again. Okay, so into our curl and press, this lovely side bending type motion. So long arm, we're going to curl and press for 1. Control the movement all the way up to the top. So often I'll see a shoulder up here, flick and lock. I want everything to be going at the same speed. And this lovely reaching as we come to the top of the ribs to the side. And it's almost as we come down, I'm bending the other way. 6, 7, and last one here. A little tiny curl. And press. Okay, round to the other side, and off we go. 1, just look at those ribs. So here, there's that little side bend there. And 2, and down. 3, and 4, all the way to 8, and 5. Have a little think about the position of your legs. Is your knee dropping out to the side, or have you got nice stability through your pelvis? 6, and 7, and last one here, and 8. Okay, next up, coming into those rows. So we're going to take our weight. We're going to set up in a hinge. Now the hinge is really important here because we want to really nail the stability of our pelvis and force that rotation to happen at the ribs. Okay, so feet back, reaching sitting bones high, long spine. From here, we're going to take 1 step back. We're going to reach the weight, not drop through the side, stay stable in our pelvis, reach the shoulder blade away from the spine, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lovely. Okay, round to the other side. Sitting bone back, hips hard, hips stable. Long, long spine, and off we go for 1, 2, 3, 4. Push hard through the floor with that foot. 5, 6, 7, and 8. When I watch those from behind, what I like to see is 2 bum cheeks on the level, and then this straight line of your spine, and then these ribs moving, okay, as we come through those rows. Okay, back onto the floor, and off we go for 16 or 8 each side. 1, 1, 2, 2. Make sure your hands are pushing through the floor, including connection on the floor with the thumb. So pushing through the arms, reaching the shoulder blades away from the spine. Okay, and we're going to say that's a 6 and 5. Eye line forward, long spine. 3, 2, and last one there. And 1. Okay, and then we're going to finish with these eccentric lunges. Now, when I come into these, I can add some load to them. Okay, so probably these 7.5s are a bit much, but we'll give it a go. Okay, so hop, hop, drop. Okay, and it just adds something to that drop. here, 2, all the way to 8, 3, 4, 5. No knees should be touching the floor, like that, 6, and 7, and 8. Round onto the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and last 2 here, 7, and last one here, and 8. Woo! Okay, take a break, have a glass of water, we're going to go through that one more time. And what we want to think about in that mountain climber, just take a sec while we take a quick break, is we want to make sure that we're pushing into the ground, reaching the shoulder blades away from the spine, enabling us to get a really nice solid stack. Okay, the better we are at stacking the ribs and pelvis together, the better we are at getting a really nice connection through our deep internal tissues and creating that lovely core that's very mobile and yet can create stiffness. Okay, here we go. And off we go for 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It feels like a lovely stretch on this side as I come up. 5, 6, 7, and then last curl here, and 8. Round into the other side. Lovely, so make sure you set up these legs. You can actually imagine drawing that leg bone back into the pelvis to give you some stability. And for 1, and 2, 3, make sure you're coming to each end, so reaching from there. 4, 5, 6, and 7, and last one here, and 8. Okay, over into our rows. Coming into that hinge, long spine. I'm actually pushing away with my arm on the wall. Okay, shift the weight to the opposite leg to the hand that's working. And then we're going to come into these rows for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And I almost push through my foot to help me get that weight back up. 6, 7, 8, and switching to the other side. Okay, so round we come again. Sitting bone back, knee forward, and off we go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and done. Okay, into that wall march. So as I was talking about earlier, make sure you're pushing through the hands, and almost like it's like you're pushing out of everything to try and create a really solid plank. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, and 8. Woo. Okay, into the final ones. Here we go. Take my weights again. Quite like the landing feeling of these. Okay, so sometimes I'm assuming to do 2 hops, other times 3. So you pick your, whatever works best for you. I'll stick with my unrhythmical system. Okay, 1, 2, drop for 1. 1, 2, drop for 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. Last 2 here. 7. Oh, getting wobbly. and 8. Okay, on to the other side. 1 and 2. 3. Nice heavy landing on that front foot. 4. 5. 6. 7. Last one here. And 8. Nicely done. Right, grab some water. Okay, so next up we're going to sort of make a little compound move out of a collection of movements, and then we're just going to do some calf raises on the side of that. Okay? So here we go. So for this you're going to need some weight, okay? I'm just going to go for the 6 for the first. Okay, so we're going to lower down into a split squat, and as I lower, I'm going to turn my pelvis and my whole body towards the front leg. Okay, so tiny little bit of rotation here. So I'm sort of turning towards the wall, okay, turning everything to that front leg. I'm then going to push through that front leg, land heavy on the box, drive up, and end up in this top position here. Okay? Now, one of the things that I most often see as people come into the top here, they either can't open their hip flexor, so they'll tuck their pelvis under here and finish just here, okay? I want you to think about lifting out of your hip in that top position. So rather than being here, I would like you to be here. And then you get this whole beautiful work happening down the outside in the glute, helping us push from side to side, which although it doesn't seem relevant to running, is relevant for running, because although we're running in a straight line, we're technically moving from one foot to the other. Okay, so we need this motion. So we're going to come down and we're going to go for 8 reps on each side. So into that split squat, turn, stomp, lift. That's 1 rep there. Okay, down we come again. Turn towards the pelvis, push through the front foot, stomp and lift for 2. Here we go for the next one. Turn towards the leg, push through the floor, stomp and 3. Down we come again. Knee stays forward, pelvis turns towards legs, and 4. And we always want to think of delaying the knee extension, so hold off as long as you can in that top position from straightening the knee. Turn, and that's 7, and then last one here. Turn pelvis towards the leg, push through the front foot, up and stand into that top position. Okay, same on the other side. Down we come. Turn the pelvis towards the front leg, push through the leg, stomp and push for 1. Same again. Turn towards the leg and 2. Now although it looks like I'm slow, I am trying to push as hard and fast as I can through that front foot to get me up. And 4. Same thing again. 5. Back I come. 6. Last 2 here. Down we come. And 7. Last one here. Turn towards the pelvis. Push, stamp, and 8. Okay, and then going to come against the wall. We're just going to come into some calf raises. Now, it can be quite nice to get a toe, to get some really hard work happening by sticking a wedge on the floor, or you can just tuck a towel underneath the front of your foot, or a sock, because we just want to lift the toes up to give us a little bit more toe extension. So here we go, we're going to come up and down, and we're going to go 20 reps on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice and tall. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, leg stays long, 19, 20. If you lose the height because you're getting tired, that's fine, but don't compromise it by bending the knee and trying to find it with everything else, okay? Here we go. Just let the calf raise be good, but just not as, just your max rep. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, that's our first round of those. Here we go. Right. So down we come, turn the pelvis, push through the foot. 1. Make sure as we come into that top position that we're not tucking the bottom under, that we're staying tall. Turn, and 2. Turn, 3, 4. As we come up, I want you to hold that knee forward as long as possible on the front. 5. Make sure that as we turn, the knee's not turning out. The knee stays forward, the pelvis turns into the thigh. 5. Big push. 6. Off we go again. 7. And last one here. And 8. Switching around to the other leg. Turn the pelvis, push. 1. When we think about this turning pelvis, we can also think about drawing the leg bone back into the hip. And 2. Back we come, push. 3. 4. 5. So knee stays where it is, we turn into it. 6. And 7, and then just the last one here. And 8. Okay, I'm going to place the weights down. We're going to come into those calf raises again. Okay, here we go for 20. Long leg, nice and tall, don't lean towards the wall. Crown to the sky, off we go. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, fast as you can. 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, round to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Whew, there we go. Okay, last little circuit of these 3 exercises and then you'll be done. The box. Okay, here we go. Down we come. Shift pelvis towards the right leg, forward leg. Push. 1. Same again. Turn the pelvis, keep the knee forward. Push. And 2. Same thing again. Down we come, turn the pelvis, and 3. As we do that, you probably feel your groin start to work. 6. That could have been a miscount there. A big push, and 7. And last one here. Stay forward over that front foot, push, and drive. Okay, a really, really beautiful movement, that one. I really like it. Okay, round onto the other side, turn, knee stays forward, push, and for 1, definitely have less push from this side. Here we go. 2, we're going to go all the way to 8. Turn. 3. 4, make sure you're not tucking that pelvis as you get to the top. 5. 6. Oops. 7. And last one here. Turning, draw the leg back into the hip, push, and drive for 8. Nice job. Okay, that's those ones done. And then we're just going to finish with some calf raises. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. And then to the other side. 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Voila, voila. All done. So just make sure you come down onto the floor, do a little bit of breathing or central nervous reset. Really, really good session today. Well done. That's brilliant.